What's going on, everybody? It is your man Big Dog here. Welcome to episode 156 of the Dog House, baby. That's right. I'm doing this live again, and unfortunately I'm not going to stay live too long.
See, now that's some bullshit.
Because, I don't know, this week has really burnt me out and overwhelmed me, so I need a hard reset. So unfortunately there will be no streams tomorrow or Sunday. I think hopefully if next week is better, I'll feel more refreshed, I'll be okay. But please understand, guys, I need to take a bit of a mental break, but I am going to give you guys some content at least today, so don't think you're not getting anything. And if I'm lucky, I'll try to put some TikToks out there for you, because I know you guys do love my TikToks. So appreciate every one of you that watch that stuff, that like it and all that. Thank you so much. You make my day, because realistically, I won't lie to you, I'm having a lot more fun with this than I initially thought I would, and I'm really happy about that. Like, I'm trying my best not to get emotional about it, but this has been a lot more fun than I imagined. Even though, yeah, I'm not that big on this space, I could care less. All that matters is that there is at least one person that cares and likes what I do. So thank you for that. I'm sorry I got into a bit of a tangent, but it had to be said. Now, tonight's topics. First things first, I need to cover a story that I forgot to cover last week. And that is, we're going to talk about Neon again. And I know what you're thinking. Bruh. We gotta talk about this idiot again. And the answer to that is yes, we do. We do. Because apparently, him and his girl broke up. And there's a video about it. So we're gonna watch that video. I'm gonna put in my 2 cents while we watch the video, and then we'll take it from there.
Alright, this isn't a script, this isn't some, that, whatever, all that. I mean, you're gonna see it's not a script because she's not, nice, bro. Yeah, this is a,
bruh. I thought I was unprofessional. Jesus.
a script or anything. If it was a script, she'll be back tomorrow, so. I don't care anyone saying script or anything. I really genuinely don't give a, because you guys have no souls, no feelings at all, so it is what it is. But
I mean, this, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it.
Yeah, finally. I mean, I already know I'm about to get violated and then bitch bad and everyone's gonna talk, but.
So why not? So why do a video about it? You know this is coming, so don't act surprised. Don't get mad at people for doing what they do. I'm not saying what they're doing is right, but you can't be surprised.
It is what it is, man. I mean, it was expected, so it was expected. You guys can say what you want in the chat. I don't care. I don't know what the chat says. So it is what it is. All good things come to an end, so.
Well, he's not wrong there, I guess.
You know, I didn't expect it. I don't think anyone really did. You know, it was something that just didn't work out. I guess wrong place, wrong time. I don't know what it is, but everything happens for a reason. And yeah, you haven't called me a loser or anything, but I genuinely still love her a lot. So,
you know what? I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna bully him. He gets bullied about his relationship with his ex enough, so I'm not gonna go there. But I will say this: he does genuinely seem brokenhearted about this, and I can understand. Heartbreak is a real thing. It happens. Let's not sit here and I'll try to be humane about this and say, yo, I feel for the guy. I do. I feel that I feel for the fact that he broke up with someone he probably loved. I think, to my knowledge, Sam was his first real girlfriend, which, unfortunately, you never really forget your first. You never do.
But you love someone so much where you have to just let them go, and it is what it is. We told you,
Uh-huh. He's not wrong there. That does happen.
I'm not paying any bets, by the way. If anyone I made a bet with, I'm not paying you for it. So.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, I disagree with that. If you lost the bet, dude, just pay the money. Just pay the money. I know you're hurting right now, and I understand, but pay the money. You made bets with people like that one shop owner, bro. You shook hands on that shit. Pay him his money.
It all started from a stupid ass screenshot that came out that was literally just blown out of proportion. Like, not even real. It just got so much to where it's a point where I genuinely just can't take it anymore. I gotta just like think to myself and put myself first and just.
That's fair. That's fair.
Understand that I can't take any of it anymore, and I gotta move on. You know, it's really hard. First love and shit sucks.
Yeah, man. So.
Really sucks. Very good girl too. Wish I already saw her. The real.
I don't know about all that. From what I saw, I would say she was just as bad, if not worse than you.
I love all you guys, man. I genuinely do. Everyone that supports me, it's there for me. I appreciate all you guys.
Alright. By the way, I'm looking at under my desk right now. I really gotta clean up all these wires. Maybe next time.
I already know today's gonna be so bad. It is what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is, man. It is what it is.
I agree, man. Just take it in stride. It sucks. I know it sucks, but it happens. She was your first love. Granted, I don't think she was good for you, and I don't think you two were good for each other, but whatever. Fuck my feelings. But yeah, you genuinely seem like you cared about her, so I don't know, man. Again, I'm not gonna be mean about this. Like I said, the guy gets bullied about this all the time, so I'm not gonna jump on dogpile on that, but I will say this. I genuinely hope that I genuinely hope that he gets through this and he picks himself up and keeps moving forward. Now, do I agree with the type of content he does?
Nope.
Absolutely not. But it be what it be, man. And I can't believe I'm actually giving advice on stuff like this. I really shouldn't be, but I'm gonna do it anyway because I care about my audience and I want them to be okay. Guys, these things are gonna happen. They're unavoidable. Your best bet is my dad gave me some advice a few days ago when I really was going through it and I was really upset. He gave me a hug and he said, "You gotta take it one step at a time, man. You gotta take it one step at a time." And he's absolutely right. Life is gonna suck. There are gonna be things that are gonna knock you down, but you have to keep going. And you gotta take it slow. Don't rush things. Do not rush things, because you will always, 9 times out of 10, you are always gonna regret it. Trust me. But what do I know, right? Anyway, we're gonna move on to the next topic, which is Xbox. Good old Xbox. Now, there have been some rumors circulating about Xbox potentially doing away with first-party games. Now, I could be wrong about this, but let's watch this video from Review Tech USA and let's get some more details on this.
Hey everybody, it's your favorite men-tubers, Review Tech USA
Fucking, oh my god.
and Man Tech Canada, and here today to talk about Man Tech Canada, and we're here today
Face on Jay. What the hell did this guy just say?
to talk about Xbox.
For context, Jay is his review text editor.
Doing pretty much what Jay thought they were going to do years ago. But if you want to actually see us live, you should check out our live stream channel. It's RTU Streams. Link below in the description. And you could also check out my music channel.
By the way, do you guys want to see me more on YouTube or Twitch? Let me know in the comments.
Link below in the description.
I know I've asked this
Also,
question
the
before,
top
but
comment.
I really
There's
want
men
to know.
over there. There's games. We get shirtless. He wears a poo costume. It's good times. Anyway, let's go.
Wait, he does a what now?
So Rich and I are
Shirtless. He wears a poo costume. It's good times. Anyway,
Oh boy.
let's go.
so Rich
I haven't watched their streams in a while.
and I are together today because major news on Xbox dropped. I mean, I've been talking about this for a very long time, and the rumors are that basically every Xbox first-party game is going to be coming to PlayStation 5.
That is so sad. Oh man, that is sad. Look, man, I'll say this. I am not with this whole console war BS, but if that's true, like, that's really bad. Like, that, if that is true, that could kill Xbox as a brand.
I even woke up this morning and saw Gears of War, the series, is also rumored to come over to PS5. And
Honestly, before you guys ask, no, I probably am not gonna play that.
I wasn't surprised because I've been thinking about this for a very long time, and I've talked to the audience on the live streams about this. You know, it's like, let's just start off by saying this, and I'll ask Rich, do you think Xbox really cares about their console anymore, or more about where you can play their games?
Now,
That's a great question, and I personally think it's the latter.
first and foremost, I gotta say something to be fully transparent. This is still a rumor from what I'm reading. It probably isn't, but there's also the rumor that they're going to make a major announcement, like formally, about this
Jesus
at
Christ.
the end of the month. So again, take
Apologies, guys. My damn phone went nuts just now with notifications.
it with a grain of salt.
How professional
Not
of me.
a tiny grain of salt, like I always say, but a grain of salt nonetheless, because it's still in the rumor mill. But yeah, this is essentially Microsoft saying that
We
they're
lost.
going
It's basically saying, screw it. We're not gonna focus on the console thing anymore. Let's just focus on getting our games out there.
the route of Sega.
Which, listen, it's not inherently a bad thing, but for the life cycle of their console, it is abysmal. Because it could kill their console. I could be exaggerating, but I could also not be exaggerating.
Like Sega did with the Dreamcast. What other way can you say it? What else is it?
I think it comes from two different aspects because Xbox has always wanted to take over your living room. That's something that they've always strived to do.
That's what motivated them.
I really gotta fix this mic, by the way.
Sorry to cut you off. I know you said you would fist me if I cut you off, but that's a point.
Okay. I gotta hear that one more time.
Cut you off. I know you said you would fist me if I cut you off, but
Jesus Christ. This is a guy that likes edgy humor. Oh my god. He said, I know you said you'd fist me if I ever cut you off, bro.
that's a point I wanted to make. Continue, sir.
No, totally.
I could not imagine saying this to my friends.
You know, it's like when Sony had the PS2, Xbox was like, well, okay, they can have a video game console there. Let's try to make an entertainment system that takes over the whole living room. That way, when you step into your living room, yeah, there's a PlayStation there, but you're going to primarily use your Xbox to watch TV, to, you know, God forbid, play the Kinect, to watch
Oh dear God, I remember the Kinect. That thing was such a paperweight.
movies on it, to use the streaming services. That was Xbox's original idea with the Xbox One, and we all saw how that turned out. The Kinect fell
I'll spoil it for you. It was not good.
off. The TV, all that TV nonsense that they have,
Oops.
I don't think anybody uses that anymore. remember you were allowed to like plug in
They do not.
another system into the Xbox, and people were playing their PlayStation through the Xbox, and it was like,
Wait, what? That was a thing? Comment down below if you actually did that, because I didn't. And I had both
what are you
consoles.
trying to do at Xbox? It's not working. And then they were like, well, okay, here's Plan B, Game Pass, and that's something we'll get into in a little bit, but I just think that Xbox has had enough of the console wars, and we're moving into the IP wars. And this is something I talked about for the last couple of years. They're not worried about the consoles anymore because Xbox Game Pass it's not like exploding everywhere all over our faces, but
True.
it's still gaining traction. And eventually, you'll be able to play your Xbox games everywhere. You know, you'll be able to play.
That is true. Game Pass has become the biggest game changer in gaming.
On your phone, your TV, your
Granted, I haven't used it yet,
Xbox
but
Game Pass will run on over the cloud. That's the future of gaming. So it's no longer about a console; it's more about the IP wars. And when you stack up
That's
the
true.
IPs against both of the major two or the major three, it's an all-out battlefield. Think of Nintendo, how many IPs they have. Where are they gonna land in the future? Where's all the PlayStation stuff gonna land? Is PlayStation gonna still make a console? All these questions are up in the air.
I think Nintendo, I can see holding on until the 11th hour and 50.
I agree with Rich. They're gonna keep going until the wheels fall off.
I think second, until they gave up on hardware. That's why I heard rumors from places that I won't name that Nintendo is getting out of the hardware race. I'm like, no, I mean,
I disagree.
I've been very wrong on Nintendo predictions before, admittedly, but Nintendo would be the last to want to see their IPs on a Sony product or on, PC. At least yet. But I see them last to the table to get rid of hardware.
I absolutely agree with you. There's no way Nintendo's like, yeah, okay, we're gonna put Mario on Xbox and PlayStation. That's not happening anytime soon. We're gonna
Yeah, I will be an old man before that happens.
get a whole. I'm guessing the next Switch will probably last them 7 to 8 years, depending on how powerful it is, and that's what we're gonna get from that. I don't, they already pulled out of the mobile game, platform, so that's not happening that too much. Like
Because mobile games are annoyingly bad.
as much as it was planned, I think it was them testing the waters, and a bunch of those games already shut down. So I don't think it went the way they saw it.
I just see it's just so weird. So why? I guess they had to do it to put the poker face on, but why even release the series consoles then? There's people still, it's a great vessel to get to Game Pass and stuff. I'm like, all right, maybe I could see that being justifiable for the Series S, but then why don't you just get a PlayStation 5? Because then you can still get all of Microsoft's games, you could get all of Sony's exclusives, and you get all the third-party games that would
Granted, Sony's exclusives are slowly moving to PC now.
be on the Series.
I wonder if they're gonna put Ghost of Tsushima on PC finally. What is going on down there?
Consoles anyway. So, if you want the vessel, get the vessel that'll give you the same options plus more. So it's like they just turn their consoles, their current 9th gen consoles. I'm gonna piss off a lot of people by saying this. If this rumor comes to fruition, which it probably will, into a bunch of e-waste.
Well, I think the one aspect of what you're saying there is that
I want to go back because I want to make a point about that.
Bunch of e-waste. If this rumor, so it's like they just turn their consoles, their current 9th gen consoles. I'm gonna piss off a lot of people by saying this. If this rumor comes to fruition, which it probably will, into a bunch of e-waste.
What?
The sad thing is, I hate to say it, but he's right. If this is true, do you know how useless your Xbox becomes now? Because now you can play Xbox games anywhere. You could do it on PC, you could do it on a PlayStation if you put Game Pass on there. Like, it doesn't make sense to buy an Xbox anymore. And this is not me being a PlayStation fanboy, but let's be realistic here. At least with that console, you get something.
I think the one aspect of what you're saying there is that, you know, everything's planned out. I always tell everybody out there, and I always tell Rich and everybody, you know, if I've had a look behind the curtain at these companies before and how they work, it's not like they just like plan these things overnight and they're like, okay, listen, if they announced that Starfield was coming to PS5, how many Xbox players would have just jumped ship and be like, what's the point of me staying with Xbox? You know what I mean? It's like every major game they release is now rumored to be coming to PlayStation. What does that mean for Xbox? You know, let's look back at Sega back in
It means the Xbox is completely useless.
the day.
What are they doing down there? God, I can't wait to get the hell out of here.
Did that turn out to be such a
This was
terrible
such a
thing
bad
for them?
idea.
Not necessarily.
No. The Sega. If Sega tried to limp through the console wars for any longer, Sega would cease to exist.
Yeah, totally. But let me throw this out there. There's one thing that Xbox has that Sega didn't have, and that's unlimited resources in terms of money. They can buy whatever they want. They've proven it now. And again, I'm just going to push this narrative again because people don't understand that this is the future. I'm 100%, you know, convinced this is real. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm crazy. The future of gaming has nothing to do with hardware. Not on PC. Yeah, not on console. Nowhere. It's all about all the
That's a sad truth there.
IPs right now. For the next 20 years, if you own Call of Duty and you own everything that's major, you own Halo, you own, you know, all of Bethesda, all of Blizzard, Activision. These aren't small little titles. People seem to forget, like Call of Duty is the biggest. It's the biggest thing in gaming for shooters. Microsoft
For now.
owns it. There's no like, that's not, I don't know what else to say. Like, it's obvious that the writing's on the wall for the consoles. Even for Sony. I'm like, how far can Sony push another PlayStation 6 if Xbox is just going to dump their games onto a game service? Yeah, it's kind of cool to watch Halo come to PlayStation 5, and people are like, oh, that's terrible for Xbox. Yeah, it's terrible for the consoles, but keep in mind, they don't care about them anymore. They're just there. They can supply them because they have the money. By the way, Xbox has never made a cent off of any of their consoles. Do you think that they're worried about it now? Oh no, we're losing our console sales. They don't give two shits. They've never made a cent off of it. So they have made money off of Game Pass. They make money on the games. Why not blanket it everywhere?
I'm sorry, guys. It's just my neighbors are. I don't know what the hell they're doing.
This up. Not to go on a rant, but what is Sony doing at the moment with all their first-party titles and promising that they're coming day one, maybe to the, I don't know exactly which titles, but day one to Steam on PC? Yeah, there's a reason for that. Because hardware sales and locking people into hardware doesn't equal money anymore, and people don't understand that. It's like Netflix, you know, it's like when that film was trapped on a physical piece of media, people had to go out or order it and buy it and put it into a system. When Netflix came around, it obviously got rid of physical media, just like we're getting rid of physical media on PlayStation, Xbox, and eventually Nintendo. People don't understand that, like, you might see things that you think are these, you know, cornerstones of gaming, and that would be consoles, but it's over. It's absolutely over, and it's a sad day.
Oh, I
is.
agree that it's over. I agree that it's
The
over.
fucking chicken.
I just think it's a bizarre move to come out with this mid-generation, and essentially everyone like, hey, everyone who bought our hardware, that was a mistake, because if you bought our competitors' hardware, you would get all the same games plus their exclusives for about the same price. See ya. But I get it, like, they don't care. They don't have to care. There's more money that comes out of Bill Gates' asshole than I'll ever make in my entire life. I know he's not the CEO anymore, but he's a man. I understand. But it's just like, imagine owning, or you just bought a Series S or something like that, and you're like, I should have bought a PS5 digital before the slim one came around. don't tell me that if they weren't selling more Series S and Series X consoles, that they would have hung out longer and made this announcement later on. Don't tell me that, because they even had a refined Series X, the discless one. It kind of looked like the Apple trash can Mac Pro. They could, if the Series S and X sold more, I'm sorry, they would have hung in there. I understand Microsoft has bottomless pockets, but the product is failing. It's
Sure.
failing, and that's why they're giving up on it. If it wasn't failing, even if they wanted to make this shift, they would have still been supporting it, and they wouldn't have made this announcement yet. Period.
I mean, I think we can all agree, my final word here is that Microsoft first-party titles that have been coming out, you know, Forza, whatever you want to call it now, the remake of Forza, the relaunch, it didn't blow.
Isn't that the racing game that has like a shit ton of microtransactions?
Blow my socks off.
Let me know in the
Halo didn't
comments.
Blow my socks off. You know, it's disappointing across the board from Xbox, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. But I'll leave it on a positive note. If you are now an Xbox person who's just like, oh shit, why did I buy this system? The good news is, if Halo comes over to PlayStation and it blows up, it just means that Xbox will support those titles even more than they would have originally done, which is kind of crazy to say, but could you imagine all of a sudden Halo multiplayer blows up on the PlayStation 5 and they work in cross-platform? Then all of a sudden it revitalizes the game across all platforms. So that's the one positive I'm going to leave it on. And, you know, I agree with Rich. The future of gaming is bleak, and I'm very disappointed by all these decisions that the industry made.
To me, it's the end of an era in one way. So it sucks, but here we are. The future is slowly, that we all predicted is happening. Anyway, guys, I already did the shameless plug. Make sure to subscribe here. Check out my live stream channel and music channels. Links below. Top hit.
Yeah, I forgot he does music now.
Comment.
I haven't heard any of
See
it
you
though.
in the next video, which will be about Suicide Squad. If I can talk. God damn it, you say it. Suicide Squad killed the Justice League.
You blew it.
God damn, he's just as bad as pronouncing shit as I am.
We're gonna be, I don't know if we'll call it a review, but it may as well be a review. Because if anyone could suffer more than 6...
God damn. And I thought I was bad at remembering shit. But anyway. Yeah. So, looks like Xbox may be kind of putting the death note into the consoles. At least into their consoles. I feel like Sony, if this ends up being true, Sony's probably gonna last maybe like a year or two making consoles, and then that'll be it. Because let's be realistic here. I don't want to say console gaming is dead, but physical gaming is kind of dying. And I hate to say it, but maybe it needs to die, unfortunately. I'm not happy about it. I'm not mad about it. All I'm saying is it's bound to happen. So we're gonna have to start getting comfortable with it. Or if you know some people, maybe it's time to start looking into piracy. I don't condone it, but it's looking like it's the answer, unfortunately. And this is not somebody that I'm not somebody that condones doing something that's illegal, because let's be realistic, piracy is illegal. But if we're to the point where people can't even own their physical games, so what the hell's the point? Why am I bothering? Why am I bothering paying for something that I don't even own? But what do I know, right? Anyway, thank you guys for watching as usual. If you're on Twitch, stay tuned. We're going to have the after show. And if you're on YouTube, thanks for watching. See you next time. Peace. Hey, you made it to the end of the video. Congratulations. Why don't you do me a little solid? If you're liking what I'm doing, why don't you hit me with a little subscribe. Also like, share, and comment on the video. Also, if you're inclined, why don't you give me a little follow on Twitch. Ooh, and while you're at it, follow me on Twitter and join the Discord server if you're up for it. But in all seriousness, guys, I greatly appreciate it. I'll see you next time. Peace.